5-minute trap. Five-minute trap.
Pandas. 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 I got bronze in the letter. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Welcome to my stream. I'm Bye Money. Thanks for sticking around. We just finished the pre-market show. You know, we're always having a party over there, and this is having a great time. Hopefully you guys are doing amazing. As you guys are rolling in, make sure you guys fill out that poll. Let me know what kind of day you think it's going to be. And also, make sure you scalp that like button. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Aaron Korn, good morning from Los Angeles. Day trading like a predator, good morning. Hussein Namadi, good morning. Horsey, good morning. Speedy Boy, good morning. As you guys know, we just finished our pre-market show where we go over all my off-stream trades, and also we go over all my account balances and seeing where we're at. That's what we're doing right now for the pre-market show. Who knows if the pre-market show will change, but as of now, that's what we're doing as we're focused on Apex, getting our bamboo, getting our free bamboo. Jar Jar, good morning. Julian, good morning. Jaco, good morning. Good morning from Amsterdam, the Netherlands. Good morning, guys. Good morning. As we are beginning our pre-market show, that's our pre-market analysis. Let's go over what we think. Good morning to you guys. And it's gone. South Park reference. Good morning. Rosant, good morning. Mario, good morning. By the way, if you guys are pandas, make sure you guys join the pre-market show. I'm seeing some names here that I don't see in the pre-market show, so hopefully you guys know that you have access to it and you guys can get to it if you go to the members section in the channel. The withdrawal, currently that's for the members and they know the status of what's going on, so we're making that information privileged. Nasir Rahimi, good morning. Spawn Productions, good morning. Good morning, guys, good morning. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. You guys scalping that like button helps helps the YouTube algorithm, so it lets all the other pandas know that we are starting up here. Nasir Rahimi, anyone from Salt Lake? They want to meet up. Pandas around the world. David Ferreira, good morning from Portugal. Let me do some pre-market analysis. David Ferreira asks, do I think we're going to get a pullback here? Pandas, I mean, look where we're at right now. I mean, what can I say? This is the daily chart. Coming after reversal pattern. What do I expect? I expect another leg down here. Will we get it? I have no idea. We have an ABC pattern coming up to the 20 EMA. Now, if we like spike above the 20 EMA here and then end up creating like kind of like a bearish bar, then I will have to say that that will be a good signal bar and thinking we're going short. Now, if we go way above the 20 EMA and it gives enough room for like another bar to develop here, then maybe we might have a fail second entry short. So, I mean, honestly, we might not know until like next couple days. Like, this is where we typically have our signal bar form here, right at the 20 EMA. And yeah, I mean, if it's strong bull bar, then we probably have to change our premise. But I'm thinking, you know, well, I would anticipate if this was like a 2000 tick chart, just an ABC pattern. Saying, okay, I'm going short. I see a reversal pattern. This is our first pullback to the 20 EMA. Maybe first break of trend as well. First break of trend here. And what we expect is new low, and oftentimes when these trading ranges break out, they fail and they come back into the trading ranges. So you kind of have like two things working for you, right? The failed breakout and also the break of trend to new low. Both of these things we are waiting for it to happen. Mario Galan, thanks for becoming a panda. Enjoy your green name, enjoy your two-legged pullback badge as it forms over time. Enjoy your panda emoticons and enjoy the pre-market show. I'm trying to find what is happening here. I mean, yesterday, pandas, I mentioned typically what happens uh, when we have like a spike in channel is once the spike right here, right? We have a spike. I mentioned this on the Discord, the two-legged pullback Discord, and I said when this kind of drop started happening with this huge, like these huge bear bars starting to form, I mentioned, you know, most likely we'll come down to test the bottom of the channel, right? From spike in channel, and the reason why that happens is because typically the institutions, they're waiting here to see if we're going to turn into a trading range or if we're going to continue this downtrend. And oftentimes we find support at the bottom of the spiking channel. Now, does it happen every time? No, it doesn't. Sometimes it just slices right through and just gets destroyed. But I mentioned, you know, if you see a pattern, a reversal off of this, then it might be a reversal. Right, that'd be a good support right there. Break of trend to new high. That's what we're getting here. And this new high has many legs up here. What kind of day do I think it's going to be? Pandas, I really don't know. I mean, we're so close to the 20 EMA on the daily. And I'm not sure. I mean, typically we spike through and come back down. And then, you know, hopefully create a nice signal bar. So we might have like a bull trend to a reversal. Or we can have a strong bull trend day today. The reason why I don't know is because this is the spot. This is the spot where things happen. And so we just are unsure what's gonna happen. What we typically wait for is after this day, then we'll have a better idea of what might happen. But this is the spot where we kind of have to wait for a signal bar of some sort, and you know, so this is why I'm not entirely sure what's gonna happen today. But you know, who knows? Could be a trading range day today. I'm not sure. Pandas. I think we're gonna have to be flexible here. Read the market very closely. I think today may be kind of difficult to trade. There might be like a big reversal in the middle of the day. Who knows? Pandas, make sure you guys scalp that like button. We're about to start. Market's about to open here. I see a spike in channel here. It's not as steep as the other ones. It also could look like this. I'm thinking it looks like this because this is so the spike here, and I can kind of say like after this, right, when we see this, the breakout has kind of ended and we're starting to slant, and that's why I'm marking the bottom of the spiking channel here. But we also see a channel here, so we'll see here. Sitting on my pause, market's about to open, and I just don't like to be in a trade in a position when the market opens, because you get stuff like this going up and down, unsure what's going to happen here. Gonna wait for this to resolve itself a little bit. We got 6 pushes up here now, and potentially coming down here, break below the 20 MA now. Just sitting on my pause here. I just see a spiking channel, and if the channel breaks, typically, you know, we wait for a new high still. So no trades right now, just watching this. And the market, I think, is a little confused.
5-minute trap.
We have a trap on the 5-minute chart. We have a trap to the upside on the 5-minute chart. By the way, that sound is like an alert created by the two-legged pullback indicator, letting us know, but that trap is gone now. Bye-bye, trap. Breaking below the channel here. The spiking channel. I'll say that's a break of the channel right now. Would I go long here? I would not. Sit on my pause. If anything, this might even trap to the downside. Angelo Olympio says, why do you use the tick chart? I use a tick chart, I use a 5-minute chart, I use all of them. Tick chart specifically because with the price action, I mean, Al Brooks uses the 5-minute chart, so I cannot say, you know, tick charts are necessarily better than the time charts. But I find that the tick charts are a little more consistent, especially on low volatility or high volatility days. Even high volatility days, the tick charts are still pretty consistent because it's based on transaction. Whereas like time charts, if the volatility is crazy, the bars get huge or super teeny. And so, in my opinion, the tick charts are a little more consistent in terms of volatility. They're not affected as much. The thing that gets affected with volatility when it comes to tick charts, or really volume, not really volatility, but volume, is, or I guess also volatility, but really it's how many bars are printed in a day. And I'd rather have that when I'm reading price action because I feel like that's a little more, just a little more consistent for me. So spiking channel, and now guess where we're at, pandas? We're at the bottom of the channel here, and are we going to? We should have one more push down, in my opinion, but we'll see. Might be trying to make a new high here, but we are basically at the bottom of the channel here. I mean, you could use the close of these candles here, the bodies. I like to use the wicks here, and we'll see what happens. Just watching, just watching. Pandas, my pandas. Good morning, pandas. Stephen Black. Good morning. I'm not sure if I've seen your name before. Welcome to the stream. Bio Crew, Richard Belmont. Good morning, good morning. Jar Jar. Guit Phil from Dallas. I have yet to go. I've been like a lot of places in the world, but I have yet to go to Texas. I actually really want to go. We have a two-legged pullback here, but I'm actually not really trying to look to go short here because I'm thinking we're going to make a higher high here. So I'm going to sit on my pause here. Signal bar is pretty terrible at the moment, so it looks better now. Signal bar is bad, terrible if you want to go short there. I would actually trade a trap trade to the long side here, pandas, because I would look for a new high at this point. All right, we got the break of the channel. I'm looking for a new high now, and no entries, unfortunately. No entries. No entries for me, at least. Pandas, my pandas. That new high is about to form, but just no entries, right? The price action is the same, it's just no entry for us to get into that, unfortunately. Strong bar, and it looks like an attempt to try to make a new high, but might have failed with a failed breakout here. Would I take this trap? A little far away from 20 May now. Probably sit on my pause since we're basically hitting our heads on top of this trading range. So I'm going to sit on my pause here, pandas. Trap does make a point and makes that new high. It's just a little too far from 20 May, plus top of the trading range. And I didn't think there's enough room to the top of that trading range. And we are attempting to make that new high, and that new high is about to be created. Right now it's a equal double top, and now a new high is created. So I knew we were far away from, we were down here, we broke this channel, we broke this trend, we do all these things, but even if that happens, pandas, the market, the institutions typically wait for a double top of some sorts before truly reversing. And so after first break a trend, you get these like tests again, and most breakouts fail, most breakdowns fail. And why does that happen? Because of math, right? The math, according to the math, right, most breakouts have to fail. Otherwise, right, because breakouts produce very good risk reward, if most breakouts worked, then you cannot have a good risk reward setup with high probabilities, right? The probabilities need to be less than 50% when it comes to these breakouts, because how good the risk rewards are. And the reason why that makes sense is because for every trade there's a seller and a buyer, and trust me, it's not retail, right? Every single tick that you see here, this movement is not done by retail. Retail just goes along for the ride. Every tick here is done by institutions, some are buying and selling. And what I mean, institutions is just a generic term for, you know, money, you know, market movers, people, you know, I mean, some are institutions, but people using basically a lot of capital to move the markets or make trades. Rick Furman, man, just became a panda. Do appreciate your support. Enjoy your green name. Enjoy your two-legged pullback badge as it forms over time. Enjoy your panda emoticons. Pandas, give Rick Furman a nice warm welcome here. Nice warm panda welcome. Enjoy the pre-market show. If you guys don't know, pandas, if you become a member, you get access to the pre-market show, which starts at 9 o'clock every day. And we go over, currently in the pre-market show, we go over all my off-stream trades and account balances. I'm actually expecting a reversal here, pandas, but I'm not sure what's happening. You know, the fact that we're slicing in and out of the 20 MA is making me a little more hesitant, right? The fact that we came down to the bottom of the trading range on the trading range indicator perfectly, bounced off it right back to the top. It's confusing, right? It looks like trading range at the moment. So am I really looking for a reversal? It really depends if I have enough room. But if we make a new high here, another new high, it gets a little confusing for me. Rick Furman. Richard Harris says, "Congrats, Rick." That's pretty funny. I'm gonna just start saying, instead of saying thank you for becoming a panda, I'm gonna say congratulations, you just became a panda. It's your it's your privilege. Yeah, congrats, Rick, you just became a panda. Lucky you. Lucky you. Yeah, I love it. Pandas, no setups for us. Just sitting on my paws. Watching this go up and down, up and down. No setups that I really like here. Trap trade to the downside, I might take here. Trap trade. It'll be a Pikachu maybe, potentially, right? A, B, C, and then reversal. But market's being stingy, not giving us any setups here. Right? It's just a lower high setup. Double top, lower high, double top now. I'll take a trap trade to the downside here if we get it. Give me trap to the downside. I'll take this trade. Core position, swing it to the bottom of the trading range. Maybe I'll have a runner here, but I doubt it. I doubt I'll go very far. Trap trade here. This is where I would look for a trap. We're above the 20 MA, but we're hitting our heads on top of the trading range. It's getting a little choppy right now, and I may get burned here, but I like my risk reward here. Coming back to the bottom trading range. Micro double top here. All right, the risk is not too bad. The core position coming out here, and it looks like it might just push up higher, which is fine. I'm okay with that. The reason being is because I saw the risk reward come down here, and I'm completely okay with that. We're gonna try to get the trap or our core position, the main part of it, to swing down here. I could have scalped out right there. Sure, let's scalp out here. It's getting a little too choppy for me. I'll scalp out. Let me scalp out here. It's gonna stop me out. It might stop me out. All right, stop me out. I wanted to swing it down here, but after seeing this price action, I just want to scalp out and then see if I get my runner. But we'll end with a $50 trade. I wanted to swing that, but just not super confident there. Could have held my swing, could have held it, and pandas. Bamboo pause. Bamboo pause, pandas. Why are my paws made out of bamboo? I had my swing trade there, had a good setup, and should have just taken that. Yeah, I should have just at least got 2 times risk reward. Bottom of trading range. Bamboo pause. It's all good, pandas. We still got a little teeny bamboo from that. Got little bamboo leaves from that trade. Unfortunately, bamboo pause, couldn't hold it. I just saw this bounce right back up, and I didn't want this to reverse on me, just blast off. But it is what it is, you know. Sometimes you just gotta hold it. You gotta hold it, and you gotta just be okay with getting hit. You know, the risk was really small, 1, 2.5, about 3-point risk. That's it, and you could have got all of this reward. That's why I oftentimes like to take these, even though if I lose it, I'm okay with losing those, because of the good risk reward here. And that was a good risk reward. Right, top of the trading range, at least the bottom of the trading range is what you're thinking. You know, the double top, lower high double top. At this point, micro triple top. Kind of a lot of things going for you. I just got spooked out by this wick here, and I just couldn't hold it. Pandas. And the whole thing could have been a runner, easy runner here, like absolutely easy runner. That could be the runner. That could have been the trade for the day, and you could have like a nice 20-point runner here. In fact, it's already almost 20 points. That's $1,000 on one contract. The only reason why I'm upset about that is because I didn't stick to the plan. That's why I'm upset. I should have just held it for the original plan. Just come down here and keep my runner. And it is what it is. I don't mind if you know, green is green, sure, but I'm more upset. Like, let's just say this. Let's say like it came in reverse and stopped me out. I actually would feel okay. I feel better about that than just coming out early and just skunking my trade. I skunked a good trade, and that's why I'm upset. I'll be less upset if this actually just reversed and took me out, because that was part of the plan, right? That's part of the plan. I was okay with losing this trade. And but what can I say? What can I say, pandas? Breaking below, right, the channel now here. It makes me feel like we are in a downtrend, and I will look for a second entry short here. The only thing is, I don't like when it bounces off of supports like this and try to trade counter trend to that. And plus, we're nowhere near any type of resistance right now, so a little hesitant to go short. But for me, when I look at this, I don't see anything else other than a downtrend at the moment. Typically, you want another leg down here. Let's see if I can get a little scalp here, going short. If we can get a nice second entry short here, pandas. A, B, C. Second entry short. And these wicks are a little weird, right? Because every single wick here is signifying a false, right? A failed breakdown. Every time it tries to come down, comes back up. Every time it comes back down, comes back up. These are all failed breakdowns at the moment. Multiple in a row. On a smaller time frame, those would just be failed breakdowns. We do have a second entry short here, and it's just so far away from 20 MA, and it's in choppiness. I have to skip this, pandas. Even though it has a good chance of going down, I gotta skip it because it just looks so ugly. It just looks terrible. Signal bar is looking decent as well, but it's just far away from any supports, and it's getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars of chop essentially. Gotta sit on my pause here, man, and it's a doji bar. It could easily make a point here, but I gotta sit on my pause. It is unfortunate if it does really push down from here, but it's just, I cannot trade that. I cannot trade that. Gotta get closer to some sort of resistance, at least some key area here. triggers the trap. This is gonna go down. I'm pretty sure of it. It's gonna go down pretty hard. It's unfortunate though. We won't get a piece of it. We won't get a piece of it. It's also a Pikachu trade. Just sitting on my paws. Sitting on my paws. What can I do? What can I do? Spikes up. If it traps, I might want to take a trap. I'll take a trap with 2 contracts. This is extreme FOMO right now. I just feel like this is gonna break down pretty hard. Right, it's another failed attempt up, right? 3 failed attempts upwards, and we have a trap trade here now to the downside. Just sit on my paws. On to the next one, and we might not get a trade for a long time. I'm just gonna sit on my paws. No FOMO here, no reason. Just sit on my paws. This is downtrend, yep. On the trap trade. Oh man, paper. I think I'm still like upset that I missed this trade, and I'm thinking like I was very eager to enter this down trade because I missed this one. I just want to get a piece of it, so that's what I was thinking of going short right there. But I'm gonna just sit on my pause and I'm gonna try to be patient here. Right, it's not really close to any key area. It is a trap trade right there, and does scalp you out real quick in reverses. I don't like it how it's also so close to yesterday's close, because that can oftentimes act as support resistance, and so I don't like to trade into supports. Sitting on my paws though. What can you do? And at this point you have break a trend to new low, so you can't even go short here, even if we get to like a pullback, in my opinion, because you got that break a trend to new low already, right? We already have this break of trend to new low, and so even with a 2-legged pullback here, kind of hard because it's made its move, and look at where it bounces off of. Bounces off yesterday's close. We can make a big trading range. This could just be a bear leg in a larger trading range, and I bet you if I go to a higher time frame, I will bet you that we have a bigger trading range, right? The higher time frame has a trading range marked here for us, and we could just be in the bear leg of a trading range. It can come right back up to the top of the trading range. Plus also have this trend line here on my higher time frame on the 10K tick chart. All right, we're getting a nice support there. 5-minute chart. Actually big bear bar, bouncing off the 240. We'll see here. This bar's almost done. I mean, still just one leg down, one leg up, one leg down. We're still all in our first entry, first pullbacks. I'm just sitting on my pause here. Not enough information for me. Right, strong push up, reversing off here. If I had a runner here, my runner would probably have been stopped out right there. If I were to trade a runner on this, it probably got stopped out right there. I'm actually glad I didn't make 20 points. It makes me a little bit happy it didn't make 20 points because I wasn't in that trade. 20 points would have been at 44.90, and it misses it by like a little bit, so at least I didn't miss out on a $1,000 trade. Pandas, make sure you guys scalp that like button. Yeah. Bunch of us are in a Discord, two-legged pullback Discord afterwards. And I'm thinking if I should open up the Discord to the public with a certain fee. And the reason why I have to do a fee is because people who have access to the two-legged pullback Discord paid for it by purchasing the deluxe indicator. If you buy the two-legged pullback deluxe indicator, you have access to the Discord lifetime access. But for those who, like, for instance, don't want the indicator, or for instance do not trade on NinjaTrader, but want to be part of a two-legged pullback Discord, where we talk about two-legged pullbacks on the charts throughout the day, and you would like to be part of that discussion and community, and also, it might not be relevant to you, but we'll have also, automated trading strategies, things like that. But I may open it up with a small fee, but I have to figure out the logistics of that. Got a two-legged pullback coming up. I'm gonna take this two-legged pullback long. Second entry long here. I want a decent signal bar. Upper third of the candle will be nice. Or green candle. Very nice. Okay, gonna go long here. Two-legged pullback. On the reversal. A, B. Alright, A, B, C. The tool kind of got like locked as my trade finished. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. Let's get that bamboo. Up 200 today. Two-legged pullback off the 20 EMA on an uptrend. This could be a failed second entry, considered to be failed second entry long for some, and some may take this reversal here. I wouldn't. I will still think we're going up. We want another leg up here. Another leg up, in my opinion. Kringle, if you bought the indicator, go to the two-legged pullback website, right? www.twoleggedpullback.com, and click on the members section, and there's a community tab, and you can find information on how to join the Discord there. Big push down, right? Some will consider that failed second entry long here and enter that trade. So you see a big, nice push down there. I think if Thomas Wade traded this, he might have gotten out. But it's just at 2 points, so he might have been trapped there. I'm not sure if he would have taken that trade. But according to price action rules, not a bad trade to take, but he might not have got his 2 points there, unfortunately. I'm not sure if he would have taken that. Depends on how he draws his trend lines. Depends on what market cycle he thinks we were in. I thought we broke trend, new low, right? Making a new high, or trying to make an uptrend. And now pushing up. The market's being tricky, pandas. Look what we got here. Oh, gap. Are we in a downtrend or uptrend right now, pandas? Give me a 1 if you think we're in an uptrend. Give me a 2 if you think we're in a downtrend. Give me a 3 if you think we're in a trading range. Kellyanne with some inside information. I'm guessing you're part of his Discord and he might be updating you guys. If we were in a trading range, you guys think we're in trading range, then technically you should go long here, thinking this is a failed breakout of this trading range here. Depends on how you're drawing your trading range, of course. Would I go long here? I'm sitting on my pause. It's a higher low setup here. Maybe if we get another higher low, I might take it. Right, another failed attempt down, but right back to the top of the trading range. Right, so that's why you'll fade that breakdown, come back up. Signal bar was not good enough for me. Plus, huge risk, right? You're talking about 1, 2, 3, like almost 5 points of risk right there. If I were to take that trade, I would have to reduce my contract sizes. Typically, if it's more than 4 points, I reduce my contract size by half. If it's like basically every 4 points, I will consider that, right? Like, so if it's like more than 8-point risk, then I'll probably trade 1 contract on that trade. Kellyanne says $35 a month for Thomas Discord. That's. I mean, I'm thinking you get more than that, right? I think he gives you more content in terms of learning, so that might be worth it. $35 a month. If I open up my Discord, it will be a lot less than $35 a month. If I open it up to you guys, but it will be monthly. And that's the thing, you know, if it's a monthly fee, then I will be more reasonable in terms of making it a little cheaper. We're in a trading range here, so this trap trade, even if it triggers, I can't really take it because it's too choppy. Right, it would be basically betting on the breakout here. And the trading range is too small for me to really trade this. I cannot really have enough, I don't really have enough room to trade this trading range right now. Notice we missed the top of the trading range by 1 tick here as well, but I'm not sure if it means much here. That trap does trigger here. Let me know in the chat how much you'd be willing to pay. I'll let you guys decide. From the content, how much would you be willing to pay max for the Discord to open, the two-legged pullback Discord to open for you guys? How much would you be willing to pay a month? Max, let's say max. How much you'd be willing to pay? I'll negotiate with the stream here, with the chat. You guys can decide. I'm gonna have direct customer feedback. What would you guys be willing to pay for a two-legged pullback Discord monthly?
10,000 tick trap.
Too choppy here, Pandas. Too choppy. The 10K just had a trap, and I think it just triggered. Yeah, outside bar reversal on that trap. Ooh, big reversal pattern on the 10K chart. That happened way too quick. I gotta put more points on my indicator on the 10K chart here. That was just way too short notice. I need to give myself more room. I need to give myself... Oh, it's only 1 point away. That's why I gave myself 3 points. Once we have a trap 3 points away, the alert will go off. All right. What do we have here now? La di da. What's going on? This is confusing. Choppiness. I'm thinking according to the 10K tick chart, we are in a reversal trade now. Basically, well, I would like to see some follow through. That's not good follow through. So even if we have a reversal setup and this went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points right there, there's no follow through yet. Need follow through for this to be confirmed, and there's no follow through on this. Let's see if we get our follow through here. Gap is filled. I think we could be in a downtrend though if we have follow through. Ooh. Ooh, okay, we have follow through now, Pandas. I think we're in a downtrend, Pandas. We just broke this channel. Technically, we should wait for a new high, but on these higher time frames like this, I'm just unsure if that's going to happen, if we're getting a new high or not. I'm just thinking right now downtrend, and thinking downtrend until maybe we break some of these trend lines here. I'll draw a similar channel here, Let's use this one. And let's see what happens. I'm gonna treat this like a downtrend right now, pandas. This is technically a reversal here. Right? This is technically a failed trap right there. Right, so we had a trap. That's why I didn't want to enter this trap, because this is too choppy. And that trap fails, right, with the perfect scalp trap. Reverses, and the reversal is just pretty strong reversal. And then you actually have a reversal pattern here. Fails like entry long. Doesn't really go more than, doesn't continue the original trend, which is up. And instead it goes down. But no setups for us to enter into this downtrend at the moment. But it's good to identify the market cycle we are in, and we're just sitting on our pause. Jason Wieringa comes with a 74.99. Let's go, baby. Russell H says, I paid 100. How awesome would it be if I had a collab with Thomas Wade? I mean, I messaged him late last year saying, hey, let's do a collab. Let's get it on my channel. You can do it on your channel too. We just both stream it. Let's get a nice collab going live so people can see this stuff happening live. He I think that's when he started to do all his own projects. Got real busy, and so I think I have to. I think maybe things kind of calmed down a little bit for him. I'm gonna contact him again. But how awesome would that be? Like the collab of the century. I mean, imagine if I got Mac to collab with me. Should I message Mac to see if he would collab a live stream with me? Man, oh man, if I had Mac live stream, how would you YouTube might explode. If I get collab with Mac, ooh, that would be amazing. But I doubt it. I just yeah. Yeah. I don't think he's ever done it, and I'm not sure if he ever will do it. So we'll see. We got to push down, but the obvious reason why I didn't want to enter that trap is because we're in the bottom of this channel, and I don't like to bet on that breakdown here. But we are in a downtrend right now, pandas. That is a downtrend spike channel right now, in my opinion. But unfortunately, it's just too close to the bottom of the channel, and I'm not really looking to go short right into that. And it is what it is. I just won't go short there. DX says, why go for Mac when you can get our one and only master of price action, Michael Chin? I think Michael Chin created the two-legged pullback. I think he invented this. In fact, I think he created futures markets. I think that's exactly what he did. Michael Chin. Yo, DX this kills me every time. This guy's so funny. Bring Michael Chin back from retirement. I don't know, man. If I got Michael Chin, you know what? The funny thing is, Michael Chin will probably bring me the most clout if I did get him on this. He will definitely bring me the most clout. He has like the most, by far the most like subscribers, most viewers. Jason Wienga. Welcome back, Jason. Hey, Jason. Good to have you back. Gary Burke says, why do people not like Michael Chin? It's like a long history actually with Michael Chin. By the way, if you're just joining the channel, I am Bye Bye Money and welcome to our stream. And on the stream, we trade absolutely risk-free with Apex funded trading. And if you're wondering how that happens, it's a prop firm and they give you money to trade, and so you trade someone else's money. All you have to do is pass an evaluation, and whatever evaluation you pass, then they fund you that amount for the evaluation. The evaluation does cost money, and so that is where you would have to put a little bit of your own capital, but it's for what they give you, it's cheap. Plus there is a 50% coupon right now, BBM50. It's in the pinned message and also a link there. So if you think it's cheap, it's even cheaper when you use the coupon, 50% off. Make sure you guys use that if you're interested in risk-free trading. We trade futures here every single day, starting from 9:15, and we trade only one single instrument, the emini. We trade only one single setup, the two-legged pullback. So we're gonna see the efficacy of this setup here on live stream, and I'm just trading two-legged pullbacks all day, every day. Two-legged pullbacks. Not sure there's any really good setups here. I was in this setup and I was so upset that I let this one go. But that's a two-legged pullback, top of the trading range, micro triple top. Finally pushes down and get a nice, or that's the beginning of the downtrend here. We do have a gap here now from this low to this pivot high. And this gap could decide for us, right? If we, imagine pandas, if we get a strong bear bar here on the daily chart, man, this signal bar, it's like where dreams are made of right here. Dreams are made of. I mean, I think that's a risk worth taking if we get a nice signal bar here, that is. But we'll see. We are in a downtrend, in my opinion. We do have an overshoot of this channel, which typically leads to an overshoot to the other side of the channel. We'll see if we get that. I'm not sure, but I might be interested even in this, taking this short trade here. To break a trend to new low. We could be looking for a long trade here. I would need a good signal bar to go short here, but no signal bar. I still think we're in a downtrend. Right now, immediate context uptrend. And we do have a break of this trend to new high. We'll see what we get here. If you want more information about the setup, you can go into the description below. And there are playlists going over the details of the two-legged pullback, how to count legs, how to identify second entries, and so forth, and traps. Also, if you are interested in the two-legged pullback indicator, what you see on screen here with all these numbers, you can go to the official website at www.twoleggedpullback.com. But yeah, make sure you guys use that. I mean, you don't have to use the link. The link gets you to the website, but please use the coupon for your sake. BBM50. We can do that trap trade to the long side here. I'm skipping this trade. If this does trigger, I'm skipping it. Because I don't think we're in an uptrend. Like, I think we're in a downtrend still. And so, if this trap does trigger... Well, no more trap. Right, we're out of Trap City. I'm looking for reasons to go short right now, pandas. I'm not looking for reasons to go long. Let me look at the higher time frames right now. The higher time frame looks like this. I mean, maybe first break a trend to new high. That is a possibility, but man, I don't know. That is a possibility. I just don't know. Strong bear bar like this. thinking there'll be one more push down. I would need a good setup though. Regardless, I will probably go short here if I can get a good setup. This second entry short I didn't take. This is a two-legged pullback, right? A, B, C. First pullback, first entry, second pullback. And that is a second entry short here. That's why this is dark red. Only problem is that it's above the 20 MA. There is enough room to the 20 MA, but getting a nice push off the bottom of this channel here, right? Failed breakdown this channel, pushing back up. You're thinking come back to the top of the channel. That's where your first thought is, especially with a strong bull bar like this. It's a little mini spiking channel. Just mark it like this until we get to the top. Bo Palm says, I learned to count legs from your video. You're now way better at speaking, and I think redoing that video could be beneficial to all. Blah, blah, blah. Let's go, baby. I might remake those videos. You know, when you have no idea. Like, I had no idea what I was doing when I first began, and literally those videos, my three highest viewed videos right now are like the first three videos I ever made. And I recorded them using Zoom. I had no idea what I was doing. I was using Zoom. I didn't even know something like OBS existed. And and people are watching the worst sound quality ever. But it's like the sad thing is it's like the only real good videos out there, I think, in terms of the details it goes into how to count legs. Only real good videos available, and so I might redo them. I might make like a refresh on those and just make it much cleaner. So, good idea. Thing is, can I find the time to do it is the question. Here we are in an uptrend, and typically what you do want to wait for is, right, you want this trend to break your trend to new high. We are in an uptrend right now, so it's hard to go short anywhere here, at least in my opinion. We could take a short off this this trend line, but that's risky. It's risky. Most trend lines get broken, and most time, right, when you have a breakdown, overshoot to one side, we go an overshoot to the other side, right? That's what I mentioned. I said we had an overshoot here, oftentimes leads to an overshoot to the other side, which is what we're seeing right now. But once we get the overshoot completed, it's kind of a free game. You know, most likely come back into our channel, but we'll see. All I know is I don't have any setups right now that I like, at least. Decent signal bar to go short here on 4 pushes up. Yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait for a lower high setup potentially here. Lower high setup, or I can wait for the entire thing to happen, which would be the best thing to do. Break a trend, two-legged pullback, back up, retest here, get a push down. That is actually the best setup here. And you know, you don't really want to short until you have good evidence that we're in a downtrend. I mean, I think the bigger picture is a downtrend. You do scalp out right there. Yeah, we have to wait till we have some more evidence we're in a downtrend. I mean, we're still clearly above the 20 MA. Right? We do hit this trend line, but the trend line itself is not good enough reason just to go short. Right there, at least. Russell H asks, Panda, how many points do you go for on the two-legged pullback on the daily? I do go for 10. I go for 10, and it's risky because that means you have to be willing to risk probably about 5 points, maybe more. You know, you have to be willing to because even if it triggers, like a second entry triggers on a daily, it doesn't mean it's going to get there immediately, right? You know, just like any other chart, just because the second entry triggers doesn't mean it happens immediately. Sometimes it oscillates back and forth and it finally hits you, but you need to have enough room. And technically, if you're going to do it, you should have your stop loss at the end of the signal bar, which is at the end of the daily, right? We have first breaker trend here. I'm looking for a reason to go short now, and let's see if we get it. See if we get a good reason here. I'm still looking to go short, right? I think our trend line is good here, and we're finding some resistance here. Another failed break. If we get another failed breakout, right? Let's see if we get this set up. ABC and basically trap trade to the downside. I would be interested in that. If we get if this breaks down here and then pushes up and makes another wick, I'll be interested in going short to the bottom, maybe at least to the bottom of the spiking channel, this mini spiking channel here, at least to the bottom of that. But it doesn't trigger that second pullback, so we can't get a trap trade here. We may get a micro double top of some sorts. And if it just breaks out here, then so be it, you know. That's why we wait for our setups. It's starting to break out now, making that new high, right? Break a trend to new high. I know I'm late to the party, but I just finished this show called Yellow Jackets. Man, it has like Lost vibes, and yeah, for me it kind of just has like Lost vibes, and a little like I don't know what other vibes it might have, but I thought I was pretty I mean, it's basically cliffhanger after cliffhanger for every episode. They do a really good job cliffhanging, and even the end of the season is a cliffhanger. So I'm late to the party. I'm not sure if you guys watched it, but Yellow Jackets. Let's see if I get my setup here, pandas. Let's see if we get our setup here. I need a second entry short of some sort. I would love to get it around here off this trend line. Right, another failed breakout. Right, makes a double top. No setups, just a lower high setup at the moment. Let's see if I get my setup. I like it to push up to trigger my second pullback here. Right, what I'm looking for right now is an ABC pattern to go short, and the market's being stingy. It's being stingy. There it is. There's my setup. There's my setup. Give me a big wick. Give me a good signal bar here. Give me something to trade off. It's actually making trading range, right? Bottom trading range to the top of the trading range. If it ends on a strong bull bar, then my premise might change and might have a strong uptrend here. I cannot trade this signal bar. It is so terrible and it's very large. We're above the 20 MA now. It's a little scary to go short above the 20 MA, but if we reverse here, I'm thinking that's a third failed breakout of this trend line, and I want to go short. Want to go short here. This is gonna bite me in the butt, I feel like. Okay, terrible signal bar. Above the 20 MA. I don't want to go short on that signal bar either. The risk is not as much, but it's an inside bar. Micro triple top at the moment. Not micro triple top, but triple top at the moment. right? When you have a bar like this bouncing off the 20 MA, it's usually pretty bullish. It's usually a pretty bullish sign, right? When the 20 MA is going up like this and you come back down, don't actually even touch the 20 MA and reverse off of it with a wick like that. Oftentimes you get a nice little push up, which is what you saw here, right? It's an inside bar pushing up now higher. Only setup I could take from here now is a second entry short, which looks like this, exhibit A, or yeah, exhibit B, breaking below the 20 MA. That's the only short I can take right now. And the reason why I didn't want to go long here is because we had this trend line, and I did not want to go long into that trend line. On strong trend days, you'll have a setup like this and it will just reverse and go right back to the bottom of the channel. It will do that to you. Now I'm thinking actually on the 10K chart, we might make a new high. The first break of trend to new high. That could happen. Hey, I didn't think it was probable, but now that we're looking at this, it might make a new high here. All I know is I'm just sitting on my paws. I have no idea. No, Gary Burke, why would you say that? I haven't watched Ozarks yet. No, you gotta give us a spoiler alert, man. I'm gonna just pretend you didn't say that. I'm just gonna pretend you didn't say that. I'm gonna just pretend you didn't say anything. I'm gonna pretend you're trying to trick us. I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna start it now. After I wanted to finish Yellow Jackets first. Probably gonna start it soon. Ozarks. Oh, I can't believe you just said that. It's all good. Everyone makes mistakes, you know. It's all good. It's all good. I'm sure it wasn't that big of a part of the plot. I mean, oh gosh. Oh man. It's like, man, have you seen Sixth Sense? Man, it's crazy that they're all dead, huh? You know, I still know people who haven't watched Sixth Sense. And it's like just absolute pleasure watching it again with them. Or watching it again for me, but watching it first time for them. And just seeing that moment when they see the twist. Oh yeah, I heard it's like a double DX spoiler, Dumbledore died. Dumbledore comes into Ozarks and he just gets shot. Yeah, I watched Silent Sea already. I watched that already. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about it. It was okay. I think the ending was a little too much for me. The ending was a little too much for me. I don't want to ruin it for people who haven't seen it. You know, so I'm just saying. Obviously uptrend, right? This is the moment of reversal, and instead of reversing, we're getting a trap trade to the upside, and we have this trend line here. Wondering if I should. Ooh, hello. Okay, maybe I was wrong. Maybe that was a two-legged pullback right there. A, B, C. 10K chart printing a very nice signal bar for a second entry short. I will be taking a trap on the 10K chart if it does trigger, but I don't think it will happen. That signal bar is way too good on the 10K chart. 10K chart, right? Trap's gone. But I may even take this reversal here. We're above the 20 MA. I may take a long here if this 3 does trigger, right? For fail second, still fail second entry short, right? because it doesn't continue the original trend, instead reverses, and so we can consider that failed second entry short. But yeah, it's not even 2 points. Typically you want at least 2 points, because anyone trading this, in my opinion, that's really hard just to scalp out. You want 2 points from that big risk, at least 2 points, at least. Okay, I'm making this my trend line. I like this better. Okay, spiking channel. Let's use this one. I think this is probably a better way to look at this. Spiking channel. Double top here. Not sure, pandas. It's just I mean, we were obviously in an uptrend at this point, but like, it's an uptrend within a downtrend. It's kind of hard for me just to just go full-blown uptrend here, thinking this breakout will work out. It might work out sometimes, but you know, obviously this is one of the times it does work out. Just hard for me to take that trade. Trap here, right? Oh, pandas, we are in a downtrend. Yes, we are in a downtrend. I remember I drew this gap here, and we did not reach the gap again. In fact, we made a lower high on that gap. I'm looking to go short here, pandas. This gap is too strong. 10K chart gap is more apparent, right? This gap here on the 10K chart is even more apparent, and this gap here, I think, is going to give us our edge today, that we may be able to make a nice trade, knowing that we have this gap here, and most likely continue downwards. Well, it doesn't change the fact that I need a good setup, though. I still need a good setup to go short. Peaky Blinders. I try to watch Peaky Blinders. I gotta give it another chance. It's like super dramatic. The acting is superb. Who's that guy? Scarecrow. I only know him as Scarecrow. But what's his actual name? I don't know. I think he's an awesome. I think he's awesome. I think was Mickelson is also an amazing actor. I just like these kind of like evil looking people, and they're just like, I don't know. These actors are like. Brandon Jones says, "No, I was gonna watch Sixth Sense this weekend." Funny. Kellyanne, give me some business pointers. I trust Kellyanne's business sense. I'll just say that right now. Like, you know, she trades, but this is like just a little side gig for her. I mean, she has businesses, and you know, I will trust her business sense. So I'll definitely look into that in the Discord after this is over. But first things first, let's get our bamboo here. Skipping this trade, terrible signal bar. I'll take this trap trade if we go short. I'll take that trap trade, missing that gap here, bouncing off of it. I'll take this trap trade, pandas. I'll take this. It's a really bad signal bar for a trap trade, though. Boy, oh boy. I'm gonna have to take it with 2 contracts. If this trap does trigger, I'll take it with 2 contracts. Just because of the signal bar is not good. Muy mal. Muy mal. Alright, here we go. Taking this trap trade. Sitting on my pause here, just waiting. Trap gone. No longer interested. Some people could just take that as a 2-legged pullback. I didn't want to take that because it's underneath the 20 MA. It does bounce off our key area here, which is this trend line. But I didn't want to take that terrible signal bar, right? And beneath the 20 MA, I just cannot take that trade to go long there. Some people could. Some people might, right? And they'll risk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically 5 points, 4.5 points. Risking 4.5 points, terrible signal bar. Bouncing off yesterday's close, also off the key area. That was what you had going for you. But seeing how we missed this gap here, we failed to fill it. I'm thinking we're still in a downtrend here. Vikings. Is that any good? I saw some. I saw like the thumbnail for that. Oh, Tom Hardy. He is. I do not know why Tom Hardy is doing Venom right now. That is just like, I feel like obviously he's doing it for the money, but that he is like, Tom Hardy's acting class is like 1,000 or over 9,000, we'll just say, and it's just yeah, I don't know why he's doing Venom, but he is one of the best. It's Taboo show. Interesting. I didn't know he was in a show. Sorry, Pants. There's just no setups for me. I mean, I saw this. I'm just not gonna take that. I'm not gonna take that long here. I can't take it. Sorry. Simply cannot. Nasir Rahimi saying some bold words, saying Vikings is like GOT 2.0. That, okay, honestly, the end of, after season 5 of Game of Thrones, it just I don't know, they completely obliterated the show. Like, it just was not watchable. Russell H says, I heard Tom Hardy likes to have relationships with dudes. Relations with dudes. I think there was like an interview about that, and he was just like, it's none of your business. Why does it matter? Ooh, second entry short on the 10K chart. I'm gonna stick with the. I'm sticking with the 2K here. I want to take a second entry short here, Pandas, but I don't know if we can get it. A little choppy, in my opinion. Valryan says no to oh, second entry short. Did I miss this? Get me in there. Oh, I was hesitant. No. No. I was reading the comment and I was saying I want that second entry short and it just triggers no. I'm so upset. Oh, I just got I got distracted by your chats. But that's the second short I wanted. I've been waiting for that second short for so long. Yeah, why would it happen like this? Who does that? Why does the second short happen like that? Break a trend to new low here. Man, should I go short here? I just don't like the fact that we're bouncing off yesterday's close here, and it's basically being like a magnet going up and down. That is a failed second entry long. I don't know if I would take this though. Break a trend to new low. I'm gonna set my pause here. I'm a little confused. I mean, it actually scalps out immediately right there, but I'm not sad I missed that. I'm just gonna sit on my pause here. I feel like it could go down pretty hard. I mean, we're underneath the 20 MA, pushing pretty hard down here. I'm gonna have to skip it, and it's already made a scalp, but contemplating that. It's just a little confusing for me. I think because I'm looking at the higher time frames right now, and we're at the bottom of the trading range on the higher time frame. We could have a little push up here. Yeah, the higher time frame is actually creating a second entry long here on the 10K chart, A, B, C. And this could propel us to new highs here, which I would not be surprised. This is kind of what I would expect to happen when we have this price action, right? Break of trend, right? Looking for a new high with a two-legged pullback. That's what I would look for. But I got actually burned from that yesterday. A similar trade, actually. Two-legged pullback off the 20 MA. I'm not going to take a long unless we pass this trend line here. I will not take a long until we go above this trend line. Yeah, so we got to break a trend to new low. And this is why I didn't want to take this trap trade. I mean, it does give you a nice scalp here. But, tricky. That's tricky. Alex N wants to know if I like cats. I don't like cats. Sorry. It's not like I don't like them. I just haven't met one I liked. Every cat deserves a chance. Yeah, I got burned before on a second entry long on a 10K chart yesterday, and I took a semi-big hit on that, and I'm just gonna sit on my pause on this one just because I want this trend line to break. I've re-looked at that trade yesterday. If you guys remember, I had a two-legged pullback here on the 10K chart, and I took this long here and it reversed on one candle, right? Outside bar reversal, and then reversed back up, finally going to the direction I originally thought it was gonna go. But it stopped me out first, and I realized, right, there was a trend line here. Someone mentioned it, and I realized there's a trend line here that didn't break yet. So I'm gonna start including that in my analysis here. If we have a trend line like this, and we still haven't broken it, right? It's just like one tick or two ticks up here. Gonna be more cautious. And right now on the 10K chart, we have something kind of similar. We have a two-legged pullback, but there is a trend line currently right here that it might give it some resistance. Obviously, it doesn't give some resistance because it just blasted off and made a scalp immediately. But we do have some resistance here, so we'll see. It makes a scalp immediately on the 10K chart, but I would have to take 2 points on that, right? I would look for 2 points on this, and I would miss that 2 points by one tick. Right? For that 10K, you know, this much risk, you're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's more than 9. I would have to get 3 points on this, right, to consider that, and it doesn't even go up 2 points. Reverses on you. Scary, scary, tricky stuff, right? I would not scalp 1 point there. I would not. Richard Harris, according to your logic, then your cat is actually a dog, huh? Jaco, I like Toro. Okay, pushing up higher now. I'll take a trap trade to the long side here if we get it. Trap trade to the long side. Looking for that new low, or looking for that new high. I'll take a trap trade to the long side, but that's the only trade I'll take right here. I don't know if I would go short here. Above the 20 MA. Tricky. I'll take a trap trade to the long side. It's getting too choppy, right? The trading range indicator marking the trading range. We're at the top of it, and we're already at the bottom. Hard to go short right there. I might end the stream here. It's just it's a tricky day, in my opinion. I mean, you could take these longs, but I mean, you have some things blocking you, right? Most of the longs were happening like beneath 20 MA here, beneath the 20 MA. This is the only trade that I'm sad I missed here. Sad that I didn't hold on to this one either. Those are my two things I'm kind of upset about this session. And I mean, this one obviously has distracted, but was having too much fun with you guys. Sitting on my pause. No trap trade, right? Makes a point, so no trap here. In fact, bounces off of this trend line. A failed breakout. It's actually funny on the 10K chart. This actually goes up 2 3/4 points. It misses 3 points by 1 tick. And that's the amount of risk I would have to take there. In fact, if it went up 2 points, I'd probably put my break even +1 and just come out and skunk that trade.
Trap.
Ooh. 5-minute trap. Ooh, 5-minute trap. Got trap on the 5 minutes. So many overlapping bars though. 3 of them dojis. That's hard. That'll be an outside bar reversal as well. Those alerts happening because the two-legged pullback indicator giving us alerts on those traps. You can set it up to give you alerts on the second entries, but I just set it up to give me alerts on traps. Pushing down now on that trap, right? Outside bar reversal though. It does create a trap though. Outside bar reversal. Just not interested in that. What's a little more concerning is the fact that on the 10K chart, you had this possible reversal here to make a new high. It fails to fill this gap. In fact, makes a reversal, a 3 here, reversing, right? That's a failed second entry long, reversing here. That's more concerning, I think, in terms of for like, if you're like in this trade and you're stuck. This makes me feel like we're looking for a new low of some sort now, right? With this 3 here, we'll need some follow through, but with this 3, I would actually think for a new low here before a new high at this point. Every bar will give us more information, but that's what I'm thinking. We're looking for a new low. We're looking to break this low here, right, on the 2K chart. I'm thinking downtrend now. We'll see though. We'll see. I'm going to change this to a channel because that's what it is. We're at the bottom of the channel. It's hard to say what's going to happen here. And that's kind of what I mentioned earlier today. I was like, today might be hard because of where we're at, right? We're just going in and out of yesterday's close, potentially just making a doji bar today because the market, when you're at the 20 EMA like this on a daily, you have bears eyeing this, trying to go short here. You have bulls eyeing this, trying to go long here. Who will prevail? We'll find out. I mean, I would go short here if this was a good signal bar. It's just kind of one of those like, not once in a lifetime things, but it's just, when was the last time we saw a second entry short off the 20 EMA like that? Like, when's the last time we saw that on the daily? We just don't see it. This is like the only time it's happened in the last like 2 years. And we finally have an opportunity to go short here, and we'll see. Pandas, make sure you guys scalp that like button. I'll take a second entry short here. Let's take it. Let's try. If we get a second entry short, I'll take it. Off of 20 May, preferably. I'm thinking we're in a downtrend, so let's find a short entry here. I need it to break above the previous candle's high to create the second pullback, but it's an inside bar right now. Okay. Okay. Pop up. I need to break the previous candle's high. Create my second pullback, right? So we get this A, B, C. That's what we're looking for. It's an inside bar here, so the inside bar might be enough just to break down, and technically our count is still being preserved here. If we break this pivot low, this number is going to reset to 1. Okay. Makes a double bottom here. The market's probably going to be stingy with us and not give us our second entry short. But, but that's what we're waiting for, so we'll just see if it happens. choppiness. It's getting very choppy now. Hard to trade this. I'll need this to go a little bit higher so we can have a failed breakout to come back into our choppiness. If we break down here, that's a very hard trade to take. Even though I think we're in a downtrend, I just don't think that's a good setup, right? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 overlapping bars in a row. I cannot take that short, pandas. Even though I think we're in a downtrend, I just cannot take it right into the bottom of the channel. There's too many red flags for me. I just cannot do it. I love it came back to the 20 EMA for me. Gave me a decent signal bar. Give me a short trade there, and I'll take it. Otherwise, no joy. I usually get like this spike of viewers once Trades by Matt finishes, and I think he might just finished, and we're getting a nice little spike up in viewership. I can't take the short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 overlapping bars in a row. Most breakouts fail. This breakdown, if it does break down, might just reverse right back up. Also, bottom of the channel here. I can't take this trade. Unfortunately, pandas. Only trade I'll take is a push up to the 20 MA, bouncing off of it. Then I'll consider going short. I also need enough room to the bottom of this trading range for me to consider that. Right, it makes another inside bar. Right, inside, outside, down, outside bar, inside bar, I pattern, breakout mode. Right, O, outside up pattern. It's absolutely choppy here, and we may get our push down here now, which is just unfortunate. That has to happen like this. It's too choppy for me, pandas. And glad I didn't enter that trade because it's reversing, right? Going right back into our chop here. And if we break above this high, right, you get stopped out from that trade. So eager traders may get punished here, or rewarded for their boldness. Oof. Lower high, double top, inside bar. This is too choppy for me, pandas. I can't take a trade here. Unfortunately, it's going to be like this at the end. Something happened with my OBS. I think we're good now. I will take a failed breakout here, pandas. That's my trade I'll take. We're making another lower high. I'll take a failed breakout here. I need a breakout, and I need to fail. There we go. We got a breakout here. Give me a strong push up. I'm thinking we're coming back into this trading range. I'll trade it with 2 contracts. But it's not a second entry short. So I can't even take this trade. Oh boy, look at how many overlapping bars this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if you took that short, you got stopped out right there, pandas. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Right, come right back to yesterday's close, acting as a magnet. Yesterday's close might be the magnet for an entire day. Again, because of the daily chart where we're at. We are at a key area where traders are trying to decide what's going to happen here. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe. It does help when you guys subscribe. By the way, if you guys are interested, we do 100% risk-free trading, and so make sure you guys use that coupon code in the bottom of your screen or in the pinned message. And when I say risk-free trading, I mean that we trade someone else's money, literally. And you get to take the profits and they take the risk, and that's only possible because you have to pass an evaluation, and the evaluation costs money, but with the 50% off code, that is a great deal in my opinion for how much Apex will fund you for passing their evaluation. And they're being aggressive right now in terms of their marketing, in my opinion. Sitting on my pause. I wish I could enter a trade here, pandas, but I just didn't see any setups I like. The best setup that I saw was this lower high setup, right? Second entry short. I like that one a lot. I wouldn't do much more than a scalp, but I still like that trade a lot here. I was really waiting for that. failed breakdown, comes back up to the top of the trading range, comes back down, breaks below the trading range, and tries to reverse here, tries to continue that trend, but that trap reverses. Could be an uptrend now, actually, now at this point, right? Break of trend to new low, and we could be looking for an uptrend. All right, pandas. Today you learned how to skunk good trades. You learned what not to do in this stream. Skunk good trades, miss obvious trades, and you know, get a little bamboo today. It is what it is. But pandas, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow, 9 o'clock for the pre-market show for the members, where we go over all my off-stream trades. We go over all my account balances. And for 9:15 for the mainstream, where I'll see the rest of you guys. Pandas, as always, happy trading and God bless. Bye.